Hey guys, in this video we're going to be attempting to speed solve this 20mm Rubik's Cube. So let's get straight into it. Okay, so I've been trying to figure out a good way to portray exactly how small this cube is to you guys. Now the very first thing I did was just measure it, and this cube comes in at about 2 centimeters, or in other words 20 millimeters. But that's just a number, that doesn't really tell you how much about how big it is. So for perspective, here is your regular 2x2. This can literally fit inside your regular 2x2 corner piece. And one more comparison that might be even better is just next to a 56mm 3x3. It's just a tad bit bigger than one corner piece. So I guess now you have a decent idea of what we're dealing with here. So in case you're wondering why I have this cube, I was gifted this cube as what you might call a stocking stuffer back during Christmas time, which it is currently mid-February, so this is definitely a bit delayed, but I did say I would make a video about it, so here you go, I guess. But the real point of this video is to see if we can actually speed solve this cube, and if we can't, which I'm assuming that we probably can't get anything amazing on this cube, to at least see about how fast we can solve it. So let's get started with doing an average of 5. So after the first solve, we can kind of already conclude that this is not exactly a speed solvable puzzle in any way, shape, or form, because it took me 1 minute and 23 seconds to solve it, which for comparison, I usually solve in around 15 to 17 seconds on 3x3. So this is not exactly that speed solvable. One other interesting thing to note is that you can't really turn this puzzle with like one finger, or in other words, you can't really like do finger tricks. It doesn't really work. You kind of have to use 2 fingers, which is kind of a throwback to when any cuber ever was learning how to do the 3x3. Nobody knew finger tricks at that time, so everybody kind of just used 2 fingers for every single move that they did. So it's kind of funny to do this because it's kind of easy to allow yourself to want to do this, but the cube doesn't really allow you to. Okay, after 2 solves there, that was an absolutely terrible solve, and my hands hurt like crazy because this thing is so small that it's so hard to grab, and it like totally kind of cramps up your hands. I hate it. But we still have 3 more solves to go, so hopefully I am alive on the other side. Okay, so after 5 solves, I don't know what my average of 5 was, I'll put that on the screen right here. But moral of the story with this cube is that it will absolutely destroy your hands. It is so hard to solve on, and picking up a cube like this after doing that one feels so nice. It's like your hands are able to function again. So moral of the story with this cube is it will hurt your hands in order to solve this. But that being said, it might have its own applicable scenarios, such as like a pocket cube for school, or whatever other reasons you could possibly use this for. But in terms of trying to speed solve, definitely not a good idea in any way, shape, or form. But it is definitely not practical. So I settled my case there, and hopefully you guys thought this video was at least somewhat entertaining, and I will see you next time.